What's up, y'all? Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for checking out the video. So today, guys, we are going to be throwing down a preventative grub application, and obviously check out YouTube. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos on grubs, how to prevent them, what they look like, grub damage. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about that, but I am trying something new, a new product from the Andersons. So I want to kind of go over that with you guys and kind of just talk about my process if you're interested in that. There will be a little bit of information about grubs, but again, there's plenty of that online. I'm not going to go too much into that. So let's walk over here real quick and show you what I'm using. So first of all, I'm a believer in preventative grub applications. I got probably bit by the grub bug, no pun intended, probably 4 or 5 years ago. Had a bunch of grub damage and said to myself I was never going to have that problem happen again. So guys, it's really inexpensive to put down a grub control, so I just do it. I do it between April 15th and May 15th, and then I don't have to worry about it, you know, because in June, when those beetles are flying around laying eggs and eating everybody else's grass and everybody's freaking out, I don't want to have to worry about it. So this is what I do. Now, normally I use a liquid product, just imidacloprid, and I just apply that to the lawn. But this year I want to try something a little bit different. I'm going to go with a granular from the Andersons. It's called Grub Out. I'll leave a link down below if you want to go check it out. Again, just trying something new, just kind of switching up the game. Now, this does have the active ingredient of imidacloprid, so it's the same active ingredient. Do you have to use imidacloprid? Absolutely not. Another great product that I recommend is called acelepryn. I believe that comes in liquid and granular as well, and that works fantastic. Imidacloprid is not just good for grubs, it's good for ants, ticks, fleas, spiders, all of the above. But this is specifically geared towards grubs. So I checked out the label, read it really carefully, figured out the application rate. And for grubs, we want to apply between 3.5 and 4.5 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So my front yard is 10,000 square feet. This is a 40-pound bag. So I'm going to go at the 4 pounds per 1,000 just to make it easy. So I just dumped a full bag in the spreader. Here, I'll show you what the prill looks like, so you can see it. Comes out pretty easy, not too big. Now, this does have fertilizer in it as well. The analysis is 1703. Now, typically I don't like applying fertilizer when I'm applying weed control, anything like that. I like to make both applications separate. Now, I understand because it's a granular, you got to have something to carry the imidacloprid with. Because if this was just straight imidacloprid, it would be like a tiny amount and you really wouldn't have anything to spread. So I know they have to have something to carry it with. And so you just use fertilizer. It's pretty inexpensive and it's time to feed the lawn anyway. Lawn's looking good. We are in a drought right now. So I've been watering like crazy and just kind of doing my best to kind of keep up with it. They are calling for rain tomorrow evening. So hopefully we finally get some rain. We desperately need it. So that's kind of why I'm doing this, kind of time it around rainfall. So if you don't have irrigation, when it comes to grub control, whether it's liquid or granular, it has to be watered in. Again, there's thousands of videos online. I'm not going to go into that, but the product has to be in the soil so that when the grubs actually eat your roots. Imidacloprid is a nicotinoid. And so, you know, think about what nicotine does to a human. It kind of suppresses your appetite, and that's exactly what it does to grubs. They don't want to eat, and so they end up starving to death, which is kind of gnarly to think about. But anyway, so it has to be watered in. So we're going to time this around a little bit of rain, but lawn's looking great. You know, like I said, just watering like crazy. The key with any of these applications is it has to be even. We have to make sure we get a good even broadcast of this stuff. So you can see my mower lines are kind of going this way, and they're actually going this way as well. You can't see it because of the sun, but nonetheless, I actually am making a double pass. So I've already went north and south. Now it's time to go east and west. But the name of the game here is even coverage. That's what we want. So we don't want to mow or anything after We do this because that could potentially break up our, it's kind of like a pre-emergent, right? Like we want a good barrier, we want good even coverage. So that's kind of what we're going through. So yeah, if you got any questions about imidacloprid or the Andersons or anything like that, you know, I have full confidence this is going to work great just looking at the active ingredients. So now's the time to get it down. You know, we want to prevent these, so you have to get them while they're in the ground, while they're coming up. And so now's the time. Usually between April 15th and May 15th is about right for North Carolina. More northern your climate, you could probably push that back 15 or 20 days. Again, I'm just a believer in preventative as opposed to reactionary. I don't want to be dealing with, you know, grubs killing my lawn. And I do want to say too, I think this is really important. So hopefully you're still listening, still watching. If you see grubs in your lawn, that is perfectly normal, all right? We're growing grass outside, all right? There's bugs, there's everything out here. But when grubs become a problem is when there's so many grubs per square feet, right? So say you take like a 3x3 square. If you find more than say 10 or 15 grubs per 3x3 square, then that's too many. You're gonna have grubs. So if you say you dig up, you know, say you dig up some of your lawn and you see grubs, that's normal. All right, it's okay. Don't freak out. You're gonna have some, but what we don't want is so many that they're actually causing damage. And that kind of goes into integrated pest management. You know, again, we're growing grass outside. There's bugs, everything else. So all I'm trying to do is make a application to protect my turf. All right, if there are grubs, that's okay. We just don't want so many of them that they're actually of detriment to my grass. And that's really what we're doing. So if you dig up your grass and you see grubs, don't freak out. It is okay. Now, obviously, if you see damage, it's a little late for imidacloprid. You're going to have to go with something else. This is a preventative application. So if you're already seeing grubs and grub damage, you're going to have to look at another product. Again, this is a preventative application. So this video is already getting too long anyway. I just wanted to show you guys kind of what I'm using, what I'm going to be doing this year, something a little bit different. Thank you so much for checking out the video. If you have any questions or you want to try the Andersons, I'll leave a link down below. I certainly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Your feet, this sights to see. Roll